Hi there, I'm your English coach, Christina, and welcome to Speak English with Christina, where you'll learn American culture and business know-how to feel confident in English. Imagine this. Your alarm blares in the morning. You roll out of bed and do your morning routine, workout, breakfast, coffee, and rush to your office. So far, it's an ordinary morning until you enter the elevator and you see him or her, the angel investor that you're sure will love your startup, the CEO of your dream company, that woman you met once, a long time ago at a conference, and who works in the company that you want to start working for. She'd be a great connection to have. Whoever it is, you're in the elevator and you're eye to eye with the person that can take your career to the next level. You're racing against the clock. There isn't much time, and in a few seconds, this person that you've never imagined you'd meet face to face will reach their floor and step out of the elevator. This is the opportunity that you've been waiting for, and you think, what should I say? You have trouble even imagining starting a conversation, let alone pitching yourself or your project. Why? You don't have an elevator pitch. And in this video, I'll show you how to write an effective elevator pitch in 5 easy steps. Let's go. Do you ever find yourself in a situation where someone asks you what you do or asks about your goals and your projects and you don't know what to say? Maybe you do something like this.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, beautiful. Looks like a Christmas tree. Sorry I can't ride with you the rest of the way up, but this is where my dad works.
I won't let that happen to you ever again. After this video, you'll write an engaging elevator pitch. But first, what's an elevator pitch anyway? An elevator pitch is a short intro that can be communicated in the amount of time it takes to ride an elevator to the VIP's floor. A successful elevator pitch should engage your listener and explain who you are and what you do in 30 seconds or less. In fact, many people say 10 seconds or less. Why? Well, the purpose of the pitch isn't necessarily to persuade others to hire you on the spot or invest in your startup. It's to offer something so tantalizing that it starts a conversation. Okay, so how do you use an elevator pitch? You don't need to be in an elevator to deliver your elevator pitch. No, a well-written and well-practiced pitch can come in handy during any situation where you have little time to introduce yourself to your VIP. And an elevator pitch is useful in some of the following scenarios. Job fairs. Having a top-notch pitch gives you confidence to introduce yourself to hiring managers. Networking events. Have your pitch ready. You never know who you might meet. And social media, because you can even use your elevator pitch in your social media bios or summaries. Use your elevator pitch on a plane, in a train, on the docks, in a box with a fox. Well, you get the idea. Now, what are the steps to writing your elevator pitch? Step 1. Start your pitch with a hook. A hook is a unique and memorable way to make sure that your listener keeps listening. Your hook can be a question, an interesting fact, or something that gets your listener's attention. Step 2, be sure that you've identified and understand your listener's problem. For example, as a language coach, a lot of my students first see me because they're stuck at the Intermediate Plateau, which we've talked about in other episodes. And their problem is that they want to feel like they're progressing and gain fluency faster. So my pitch might start out like this. Have you ever tried learning a language but got to the point where you felt like you're up against a brick wall and you've stopped learning anything new? This is normal, and it's called the Intermediate Plateau. And I help my students break through that wall and get on the path to fluency. Step 3. It's time to give a solution to your listener's problem. And this is where you get to talk about your product, service, business, or experience, but be sure to add value. In my pitch, I would continue by explaining who I am and what I do. Then I'd provide some insight into how I do it. And it's these details that will help you distinguish yourself and make your message more memorable. Step 4. It's time to convince your prospect and show off your success. If you're an established business, you can use this section of your pitch to tell your listener how long you've been running your business. You can also use this section to highlight brands, customers, or companies that you've worked with to give credibility and build trust. In the last step, it's time to close your pitch with a clear request, an ask. Your ask might be an opportunity to interview for a job or maybe get a business referral, but make sure that your ask is as specific as possible. All right, so let's review my example pitch. Have you ever tried learning a language, but you got to the point where you felt like you hit a wall and stopped learning anything new? This is normal. It's called the Intermediate Plateau. I help my students break through that wall and get on the path to fluency. Since 2004, I've personally coached hundreds of clients, and 90% of them have gone on to speak English fluently in business settings. Students say that my English lessons are practical and fun. So, can I design a customized lesson for you based on your unique situation? Now that you've written your pitch, practice by yourself in front of a mirror, and then later with family and friends. But don't stop there. Family and friends are supportive, and they likely know what you're going to say. So once you feel comfortable, practice your pitch with people you don't know very well, because they're more likely to give you objective feedback. Something to remember. You want your pitch to sound natural, not like a speech that you memorized by heart. So you have to get really comfortable with it. Practice makes perfect. And avoid common blunders, mistakes with your elevator pitch, such as talking too fast, stilted, unnatural speech. Avoid too much industry jargon, and check your body language. When you deliver your pitch, think about what you're saying. Simply reciting the words isn't convincing enough. Be in the moment with your pitch. Be yourself. You can do this. Now, what about you? Imagine you're in the elevator with a person who can help advance your career. Who are they? And what do you say to them? Formulate your pitch in the comments. because you never know who will read your pitch. And if you want to practice your pitch with other motivated members of the Speak English with Christina community and our Fluency Club leaders, Kara and Trisha, join our Faster Fluency Conversation Club. It's our speaking practice membership program to help you increase your vocabulary and become more confident in conversations. You can get all of the details and join the Fluency Club by clicking on the link below. Thank you for learning with Speak English with Christina, and I'll see you next time.